Today, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the crash round at Baku. Now, slight change of plan. What's going to happen is you guys did vote for both Baku and Austin, so I'm going to do both of those. So today we'll only be doing Baku and Singapore. Singapore will be simulated. Next week we'll do Austin as well. Yes, R&D research though paramount for when we eventually get around to doing season 3 sometime later this year perhaps. Underfloor, definitely haven't done one so far, and again going for high speed performance, although that gives us more medium speed game, but whatever, I mean, let's just do it. Let's make this yeah, we're going to put a bit more, 2 engineers, why not, on this. We're also going to look at researching side pods. I think we've done a lot of we've done quite a few research bits already, but we could probably do with a few more research thing. I don't want to do too much in case I want to do a bit more later on. The focus presets, I do think they could do a bit more, and try and increase that engine cooling as well. We do suffer with that. The engine does overheat quite a lot, especially when we have too much fuel, which seems to be happen a lot these days. That's going to cost another $1 million as well. Now, James Irwin, his contract's up for renewal, and to be honest, although he's enthusiastic, I think we could get somebody potentially better. Giampiero Lambiasi, or GP, he is available. Tom Stallard, by the way, somebody mentioned in the comments previously of signing him for Science, but he is Red Bull is not interested. Obviously, we've already got Hugh Bird. Remember, he fell out with Science, so we could switch him, but unfortunately, Lambiasi has got a contract with Mercedes, and I think giving Hugh Bird to Albon. Don't think Albon worked with Bird when he was at Red Bull. Correct me if I'm not wrong about that. He might have done as well. There's something about that. It might have been Gasly he's not worked with. So yeah, looking at some of these other people that are highly rated. Obviously, some of the people I would like to get. I have gone for some younger people in the past, but I mean, if they're highly rated now, I'm looking for results. As well, Bono would be beautiful. He's at Red Bull as well. Marcus Dudley seems to be at he seems to be at McLaren. Ricardo Adami, if I'm correctly wrong. Now, he's open to negotiation. And there's also Carlos's science engineer at Ferrari. So yeah, that might be something I think we're going to get him in for sure. One thing I forgot to do here was increase the contract length. We'll come back to that, don't worry. This is just about getting the basics down as well, and see what he comes back with, which I shall show you at the end of the video. So yeah, Ricardo Adami would be very good. He's highly rated as well, and he's worked with Science. Now, regulation change again. I mean, we had the double points, and this time now we've got idiotic season prize share, where the top 4 teams will get more money and the bottom half of the group will get less money, basically meaning that it will become like the Premier League with their top 6, although I should point out Nottingham Forest are not part of that and have a very good season, but yes, it means that the top 4 teams, which in this career mode now are Aston Martin, Ferrari, Red Bull and McLaren, those 4 teams will have a lot more money, and it will mean that us finishing, well, we're currently 8th, so we're going to get less. I do think that the gap between 4th and 5th needs to be sorted. Yeah, it shouldn't be that, but other than that, allowing the bigger teams to get a bit bigger percentage of the prize share, absolutely no. So I'm going to vote against that. Hopefully the others do too.
We're moving on now to the all-important qualifying session.
Red flag in qualifying, red flag in Q1. And there's a Ferrari there. Is it Leclerc? What's happened to Leclerc? So he's going at turn 2. He's hit the wall. And he's made a huge mess by the looks of it. Yeah, he's made a huge mess there. Yes, but at the end of Q1, not until sites we're all riding on board with, actually. Excuse me, not Albon. Albon's not improved. That's problematic, especially if some of the people behind are expecting Djokovic to improve. Both Stroll's improved as well. Both cars going out. Sainz up to the line does improve, but Albon does not. He is out of Q1. I'm getting the feeling that we might need to sack Albon. He's not in good form. He scored 1 point so far this season. Sainz is doing a lot better, but the question is, who do we get in place? You know, people will be looking at things, and there'll be a cost, because remember we renewed Albon's contract at the end of season 1 to avoid him going to Aston Martin, I think it was. So yes, maybe that'll be the poll for this week, considering the fact there won't be a poll until the week after the races. I think I'll set that as a poll and be pinned commenting below. Should we get removed of Albon for 2026? Yes or no? You'll have plenty of time on it, because I'm not looking. You know, there needs to be a bit of a break between season 2, a large break potentially between season 2 and season 3. Anyway, I've talked around the lap. Apologies about that. We've gone through the castle section as well. The sun is starting to set here. Doesn't look very good. There's some gleaming off the road there as well. Don't know quite how realistic that is for Baku. In terms of UK roads, very unrealistic. It should be gleaming off the road unless it's been raining as well, which it hasn't been in either the practice session so far. As we come through the final section, very wide here, a lot wider than it is in the F1 game, like it is in real life. We come up to the line. Site should open the DRS around about here. Yep. Interesting to see what our top speed is. 324 kilometers an hour, I think that was. But it's not enough to go into Q3. So 13th for Sainz. It's not too bad. Behind Bottas and Ocon, though, I need to get in front of them too as well. And of course, as usual, Max Verstappen is on pole position as well. Hamilton down in P10. Not so great for the Ferrari.
Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action.
Race strategy is a bit interesting. I did have a fiddle about with this because I wasn't quite happy with how the race strategy was. For Sainz, it's medium, soft, medium. For Albon, hard, soft as well. 5 red lights then for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and away we go. And straight up into fast, on board with actually on board with Albon, who's lost out at the start. A few soft tyre runners there for Albon. For him, it's just about getting through this early bit stages unscathed. What about Sainz? Going around the outside of Ocon. You've got Ocon, not Bottas though. Bottas up into P10. You need, excuse me, as a smattering of most people are on softs or mediums, apart from a few people on hards. And what's happened here? This is Hulkenberg battling with Albon. This is for the wooden spoon, and Hulkenberg, he's made the move in the castle section. I've never seen that on any F1 game as well, and he pulled off successfully without crashing as well. Oh dear, Ocon's gone past Sainz. So that's not good. So on Sainz sends it the final, what is effectively the final corner, and then it goes side by side through what is this run up series of corners to the final straight. But Ocon has got the better action. DRS should be in operation. Sainz is already all over the back of Esteban Ocon. Can he get past? DRS opens as well. Come on, Carlos, send it. Just send it. He's pulled out. Just send it here. Brake late. Send it down the inside. For goodness sake. You could have had that overtake, but he didn't. So, yes. But he does. He's speaking of his teammate, Joe Granu. ALBON is actually going to go overtake Joe and move up into P19. So, Joe down to P20. As well. Safety car deployed. What's happened here? ALBON's crashed. And he's out. For goodness sake. You know, just when we're thinking about him, what's he done here? I mean, that's just idiotic. That's an I am stupid moment. Yeah, so safety cars come out. Doesn't look like he locked up there, but yeah, the safety cars come out. Verstappen then leading from Kevin Magnussen. Norris and Piastri have chosen to pit, as has Sargent, who has already gone through his first front wing as well in the Slauber car. Safety car comes in then. We end up lap number 6 of 51. So yeah, we've got Piastri on hards as well. Norris is on softs. Oh my goodness, what's happened here? Drugovic and Bottas. Well, we wanted Bottas out of the way. Drugovic must have heard. Here's a replay. So what's happened between Drugovic and Bottas there? And Drugovic just takes him out. He's torpedoed him into turn 1. And that, well, I mean, thank you very much. As well, we've just paid Drugovic off there. Drugovic will have to come in for a new front wing. So that's put Sainz back up into the 10th place. But Ocon now is 2 seconds up the road in 9th place. And we've got Leclerc and Piastri both behind as well. But up the front then, it's Kevin Magnussen taking the lead then. K-Mag leading the way then from Max Verstappen as well. And that's Leclerc getting past Sainz as well. Or is it? Sainz down the inside Leclerc. Leclerc looks like he's on soft tyres. He is on soft tyres at this moment in time. And Piastri's then going to go past as well. So business as usual here for Williams. We've got one car out, which isn't usual for us. But basically, for the car that we have got, we're going backwards. As well, and Porsche is going past now. Pesky Porsche. I've got decided to call them after what happened at Imola. As well, he just needs to stay with him. Can he get this? He can get this move back if into turn 3. If he uses his battery sensibly, there's no point doing that moaning about it. He just needs to get on with it and play his cards right. Play the game. Get back in front. Exactly what he's done here down the inside turn 3. They're still going side by side into turn 4, but Sainz ran the outside then as we go into the middle sector, and it looks like Sainz should have Porsche covered off here, and indeed he does at last. As well as we watch Leclerc, he has bridged the gap to Ocon. We could do with Leclerc going past Ocon. Just send it, Charles, for goodness sake. Oh dear. Leclerc's actually got damage of some sort there as well, so that's not good. Virtual safety car deployed. Ooh, now this is interesting. I think we need to go and pit. What's happened here? It's Alonso up at turn 1, and he's had a Spinala. Be funny of that, I remember a few years ago Alonso actually had that pit lane glitch and teleported out the pit lane at this very track into that very barrier. That was April 2018, goodness grief, a long time ago there. 2.5 second stop, that's not too bad. It's a bit earlier than what we planned, but if this comes full safety car, then it may not be there. We jumped Leclerc. Looks like he had a front wing replacement for Leclerc, but it doesn't. It's not going to stop Leclerc. He's going to go past us once again as well. Or is he? Sainz to be able to defend Leclerc for now. He can. That's good. I don't mind keeping Leclerc behind. I think we can help each other out. And try and catapult ourselves. Sargent in front has pitted, so we do need to clear him because he is going to be woefully slow. Leclerc there getting the move done. Sainz comes back into turn 4. This is not helping our move up the grid. He just needs to stick behind, really. Try and keep close, but Leclerc has the move done as well. Well, saying that, Leclerc on the next straight though, Sargent has blocked Leclerc, and Sainz goes through on both of them. Lovely stuff, absolutely lovely. As well, now Sainz is caught up to Ricciardo, who's got a gearbox issue as well. Down the inside at turn 1, can't be doing that there. Everything's just overheating. I'm just ignoring the tyres at this point. There's no controlling them whatsoever. As well, the engine's bound to overheat. As well as we go down to the end of this straight, can he send it here at turn 3? Down the inside here. Come on, Carlos, you can do this. As well, around the outside, then turn 5. Still, Ricciardo's not wanting to give up this position, but surely he has to yield once again into this corner sequence. No, he can't. In actual fact, Sainz will have to get him here, hopefully, into turn 3. And this time he's actually got him under braking at turn 3 and will confirm the move around the outside of turn 4 as well. And now Sainz, that's back between us and Charles Leclerc. Leclerc himself's now got a gearbox issue. Verstappen jumped to lap 25. Verstappen now has come out in front of Sainz. So I'm hoping we can use Verstappen's pace. He was on the hard tyres though, but they are new hard tyres. But saying that, Verstappen is going to come being overtaken here as Sainz has got DRS already up to lap 26 and Sainz is up to P7. There's a yellow flag up ahead as well, and Verstappen goes around the outside. Don't know if Sainz was ahead when the yellow flag came out, which is why he might have had, or saying that it's turn 16 as well, not turn 1 like Hughes said. It's Stroll and he's had a Spinala, and the Mercedes team are going from bad to worse as well. The Lawrence Stroll owned Mercedes team, I should point out, at this point in this career mode as well. Sainz then having another go at Verstappen down the inside at turn 3. They're going side by side now into the middle sector. That's not exactly what we want to do. We wanted to try and catch up to Ocon. He's only 2 seconds away. You know, if we broke away, but Verstappen just does not look comfortable on these hard tyres as well. Now they're going to go side by side. This is not where we want to go side by side, but I think Verstappen, Sainz has got the move done. He has up to P7. Thank you very much as well. But can he defend now? This will be interesting to see what pace we got. We're trying to close in on Ocon, but it keeps fluctuating. I can't get that. Sainz can't get that gap under 2 seconds, which is frustrating as well. Leclerc's come out of nowhere, and he's going to get both of us. Is he? Leclerc around the outside here. This is not what we want to do. We didn't want Leclerc. Kept Leclerc behind for so many laps, but Leclerc is back in front. And now Verstappen's gone past, and it's gone from bad to worse. Leclerc is having a go at Ocon there, and he's actually going to go through on Ocon there as well. That gearbox issue seems to have cleared up for Ocon as well. Now Ricciardo's going to go through. We're back to P10. So all of a sudden, our chances of scoring major points is not enough. But there's a red flag deployed. Interesting. What's happened here? What's happened here? It's Bottas. I mean, after being torpedoed and he's crashed into the wall. I think there should have been a bit more debris there. You noticed his rear wing damage. I think he got that from Djokovic. So yeah, we got. It's a bit early for Sainz. Doesn't mean we won't be able to push so fast, but yeah, mediums to the end should be comfortable. 5 red lights then for the second time, and away we go from P10 as well. Try and get in front. Leclerc's engine gearbox issues actually got worse, so he'll be a good target. We've got Sonoda trying to battle as well. What's happened to Verstappen? He's not had a good start. He's on the soft tyres, but obviously he's centre on Ricciardo, just like Ricciardo would do. But Verstappen's had a poor exit here, and looks like Sainz going to have to power past up to P9. Thank you very much. As well, we've got plenty of fuel to burn. The tyres, just trying to burn that. Round the outside here, this is an unorthodox, but you can make it work. It'll go as well. into the castle section. Just about got away with that, Ricardo. Ricardo, though's had a poor corner there. And should Sainz be able to power pass, he can. Using a bit of battery there to get that acceleration up to P8. That's what I like to see. Hopefully now we can close in on Ocon. Ricardo's actually got an orange gearbox now as well, so he should hopefully fall behind. Ricardo's still there though, going into the almost the final corner. Now they're going to go side by side. No DRS just yet. And Ricardo has got packed through as well. So we're watching Sargent at the back, and there's a bit of contact between him and Drugovic there. I think Sargent is going to retire probably. As well as that is Sainz trying to get past again. Ricardo, he needs to get past. He can just at the inside here. Can he get the move done? Yes, he can finally at that same corner. Up at the front then, Oscar Piastri leads. It's McLaren 1-2 from Kevin Magnussen, Norris P3, Gasly P4, 2 Ferraris 5th and 6th. But it seems that Norris and Gasly fight for that final podium position then. As well, the 2 Ferraris cut off too. So watching Hulkenberg, where's he come from? Hulkenberg down the inside and is going from bad to worse again. Back to P10 as well, but we are going to get back in front of Hulkenberg. That Haas looks very good in a straight line, which is a little bit of an issue. I think we got better medium speed corner performance than them, but we are catching up to Ocon, and then come to lap 39, we're going past Ocon with DRS. This is excellent news. Ocon himself has got a gearbox issue, and we're up to P7. Fantastic. Next up, Charles Leclerc. His gearbox issue has got getting worse. So DRS on Leclerc, up down into turn 1. Come on, Carlos, send it on Leclerc. Doesn't do that there. Ocon's got an orange gearbox too. Hulkenberg and Verstappen will be looking to clear him ASAP, just like we're looking to clear Charles Leclerc with his orange gearbox issue. Should have DRS here, should have this move done, and indeed he does, down to turn 3. So Sainz up to P6. This would be a fantastic result, and Leclerc is fighting Ocon as well. Jump to lap 43 then. We have cleared a bit of a gap between ourselves and Leclerc. He's out of DRS range. Magnussen has taken the lead once again from his teammates. So can K-Mag hold on for what would be a fantastic maiden victory for himself and McLaren in Formula 1. The team he entered, McLaren, all those years ago with his teammate Oscar Piastri. We're looking to have a say about that, but Piastri just can't find a way past his own teammate. Has to settle behind for P2. Hulkenberg has come back. He's cleared the rest. He's being absolute pain in the backside, and he's going to go through on Sainz. That Haas has got a legal straight line speed, I reckon. Now I can come back on him. Lap 48 on Hulkenberg. Just about have enough DRS straight line speed to keep it into P6 as well. There's 3 laps to go as well. Hulkenberg down the inside. He's going to do this as we go into the middle sector here. Can Sainz hold on? We should be able to do this. Apparently we've got better medium speed corners than Haas as well, but they're going side by side now. This time it's Hulkenberg who has the DRS down in turn 1. So sun begins to set, and there's a bit of contact there between Hulkenberg and Sainz. Yeah, that's I don't know what is crash, but as well, can we hold it up to the line then? We've seen this before. We've had a photo finish up to the line here at Baku. I'm going to put it into deploy. Hopefully that's enough battery to be able to hold. Hopefully Sainz has got enough of everything to be able to take this up to the line. Come on, Carlos, hold on. Hulkenberg's going to carry us, but it's not going to be enough. Thank you very much. That's P6. Finally, I've managed to be able to manage a race to a points position on an F1 Manager game. It has been 3 years, 3.5 years as well. K-Mag, fantastic result from him. I know all the K-Mags fans will be happy to see him winning a race as well. Disappointing day there for a few teams there. Hamilton overtaking Alonso after Alonso had his crash. I went down to P19. Porsche finally got a point as well to open his campaign, but Piastri then extended his lead out of a poor day for Max Verstappen as well. Constructors wise, we'll get to it. K-Mag in P4, by the way. Constructor wise, there's still Red Bull in front of them. We're P7. So Ben Sully twat has decided, well, the teams can't decide. Well, I'll just decide. You know what? We'll just put this through anyway. Yes, absolutely. It was a tiebreaker. So the FIA decided against Haas. Haas, you're not a top 5 team. You're nowhere near. You're behind us. Surprising RB as well voted against, but I mean Ferrari voted against as well. Very surprising there. Just to show you what happened at Singapore. Disappointing. Business back normal service was resumed there. Sainz 15th. Albon was last. So yeah, it doesn't really affect anything for us because none of our teams are out. We've got a huge 5-point lead there. So the next 2 races will be Austin and Mexico City. There'll be that'll be at the start 3 rounds to go, where you'll get to vote for which ones we do. So it'll be the vote on Albon should be out. If not, it will soon be out in the pinned comment below. Then we'll have the next episode after that will be either Sao Paulo or Las Vegas, or Interlagos or Las Vegas. I'll let you decide that, with the final 2 rounds being either Qatar or Abu Dhabi. Again, another vote on those 2. But yeah, so that's where I'm going to leave it today's video. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and leave the channel. See plenty more F1 related gameplay as and when they come out. Until the next video, then I'll see you next time. Take care, enjoy your day, and goodbye.